Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Catwoman. I'm going to get started in the center of my page with the eyes. Let's get started on the left side with the upper eyelid. I'm going to start on the outside, I'm going to curve across, and then I'm just going to pull it down. I'm going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right side. From here I want to give her some thick eyelashes. So on the left side, on the end, we're going to curve it up. Now I'm going to curve down and then just follow along the upper eyelid and taper down to the inside. So let's start at the top. I'm going to curve across. I'm just going to taper it down towards the inside. We're going to fill that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So on the end, I just want to curl it upwards. Now I'm going to go back to the inside and start from here, tapering it out. And as I get to the outside, I'm just going to turn it upwards. And we're going to fill this all in black. Now I'm going to go in and tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So it's basically a half circle. From the outside, I'm going to step in, curve around to the bottom of the eye, and then tuck that in underneath the eyelid, leaving a little bit of an overlap on the inside. We'll do the same on the right. Stepping in, curve around to the bottom, and we'll just pull that up underneath the eyelid. On the left side, we want to add a little circle for a highlight. So we're going to start on the left side at the top, draw a circle. Now I want to line up the circle on the right side. So I want to make sure I line it up along the bottom on the right. Starting underneath the eyelid, we're going to curve down and then back up. In the center of the eyes, I want to draw a smaller circle for the pupil. So we're going to tuck this in underneath the highlight. So at the bottom here, I'm going to go around and then pull that in towards the side of the highlight. We'll fill that in black. Now let's do the same thing on the right. At the bottom of the highlight, go around, pull that in, and then we'll fill that in black. Now we're going to draw the opening around the eyes. So from the corner of the eyelash, we're going to step out, we curve across over the eye, and then we'll pull that in and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right. So leaving a gap in the center, starting on the inside, go up over the eye, to the outside. Now from the outside corners, I want to curve down underneath the eye and then back up on the inside. Start on the left side here, curving down underneath the eye, and I'm just going to pull that up and in. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now let's move down in the center and draw in the mouth. So I'm going to start with a curve from left to right, curving down in the middle, and then back up. On the ends, we're going to draw a little bracket to close off the ends of the mouth. Now let's add in some lips. From the center of the mouth, we're going to step up and draw in a point. From this point, I'm going to curve up towards the left and then down. Do the same thing on the right. Up and then down. Let's draw in the lower lip. So we're going to step in, just draw a curve to the bottom of the lip, and then back up. Now directly below the mouth in the center, we're going to draw a point for the chin. From here, we're going to curve up and out towards the jaw. Starting in the middle, curve up, and then out just lined up with the outside edge of the eye. Do the same thing on the right side. Curving up, and then out. Now from here, I want to curve around the eyes, and then up towards the top of the ear. So on the left jaw, we're going to curve out, around the eye, and then pull that back in towards the top of the ear. Do the same thing on the right side. Now before I draw on the inside edge of the ear, I want to draw on the top of the head. So it's basically a curve from left to right, starting up here, curve up towards the top of the head, then down on the right side. Now we're going to take the tips of the ear and curve them in and then down behind the head. Now let's add in the opening for the mouth. So starting on the left side, just directly below the eye, we're going to curve around the mouth and then in towards the middle. Now from here, we're going to curve down and out towards the right. In the center of the forehead right here, we're going to add a little bit of a frown line. So on the left side, we're just going to curve up and then in. And then on the right side, we want to draw a shorter one just beside it. From here, we're going to draw on the upper ridge of the mask. We're going to start just above the eye on the left side. We're going to curve up in the middle and then down on the right. So now that we've got the head, let's work our way down the body. Now I'm going to have her hips sort of kicked out towards the right side. So directly below the chin, I'm going to draw two curves going out towards the hips. So on the left side, we curve down and then over towards the right. I'm going to duplicate that on the right side. So right here, we're going to curve out towards the right to the same height. Now in between the hips, just down here, I'm going to draw on the lower torso. So a little curve from left to right. Now on the center, I'm going to curve down towards the right and then down towards the heel. So curving out towards the right and then back over. From that same point, I'm going to curve out a little bit wider towards the left. Down towards the heel. Now from the bottom points, we're going to step up and draw on the bottom of the shoe. So on the right side, we're going to step up and we're just going to curve down and out. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to round out the bottom of the foot. So from here, it's going to go all the way over towards the toe with a curve. And then from these 2 points, we're just going to angle up underneath the shoe. From the tip of the shoe, I just want to curve the top of the foot. So on the left side, I'm just going to curve across and then over. Do the same thing on the right side, curving across and then over. Now from this hip point, I want to curve down and then just over on top of the toe. So curving out and then just leaving a little overlap on the end. We do the same thing on the right side, but we're going to round out the hip a little. Round it out, come down. Now down here, I want to curve in the opposite direction on top of the foot. About halfway up the leg, we're going to add the edge of the boot. So from left to right, just draw a little curve. Between the hips, we're going to add the belt buckle. So right in the middle here, I'm going to add a circle, starting from the top. And then we're going to add 2 more circles on the side. One on the left, and then one on the right. And then in between, I'm just going to draw a short little line just to connect them all the way to the hips. Now on the side, I want to show that the belt curves around the hips. So right here, I'm just going to draw almost like a little half circle. Do that on both sides. And then in the middle of the chest, I'm just going to draw a little chest line. From left to right, I'm just going to curve up and then down. Now for the arms, I'm going to have the left arm hanging down, and then on the right, I'm going to have her holding the whip. So let's get started on the left side first. So on the side of the body right here, I'm going to curve down and out towards the wrist. We're going to round out the thumb with a little half circle. At the end of the thumb, I'm going to draw a little bracket. And then at the bottom of the thumb, I just want to swirl around the bracket and then go up. We're going to step down, draw another curve going up for the second finger. Third finger is going to go all the way around underneath the head. So let's start on the side of this finger, curve around, and then up underneath the head. At the top of the arm here, I just want to draw in the top edge of the glove. So from the outside, we'll just curve towards the inside. Now let's move over to the right side and draw on this arm. So I'm going to have it bent down towards the elbow and then out towards a fist. So we're going to start underneath the head with a straight angled line going out towards the inside of the elbow. From here, we want to curve over towards the wrist, right there. Now we're going to draw in the thumb. From this point, I'm going to go up, and pull it down. Now I'm going to curve it back up about halfway along the curve. Then right here, I'm just going to hook it back towards the wrist. Let's stack the fingers in behind the thumb. On the side of the thumb here, we're going to draw a little half oval, going out and then back in. At the bottom of this finger, we're going to do that again, but then we're going to tuck this in underneath the thumb, and we'll do that one more time. Now, before I draw on the rest of the arm, I want to draw in the whip. So at the bottom of this finger, we're going to draw 2 short lines coming down. We'll close off the bottom with a little curve. Now, this is the handle of the whip that's going to go up above the fingers. Starting just beside the thumb here, we're going to go up, and we're going to curve it down and in, and then we'll just flick it out at the end. Now we're going to do the same thing on the inside, but we're going to taper it as we get down towards the bottom. So stepping over, just going to follow that same curve, going around, and as we get towards the bottom, we're just going to taper it to a point. Let's go ahead and draw on the rest of the arm. So on the inside edge of the whip, I'm just going to curve up, aiming towards that side of the wrist. Now here, I just want to step down and curve down and then in behind the body. And then right up here in the upper arm, we're going to draw on the top of the glove. From the outside, we'll just curve back in behind the body. Let's add a few little tassels at the end of the whip. So on the tip, I'm just going to curve around and then out. And then again, we're just going to go around that one more time. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Catwoman. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.